Today we are fishing for some feisty spring walleye. I'm in the Kawarthas. Here's an awesome technique for midday walleye. Now these fish are known for being a real slow fish, and as you can see it's a really sunny day. So we're fishing deep for them and we're actually jigging. I'm jigging with these bucktail jigs, colored any color, usually black and green. And we're fishing weed lines. You jig them, and if you stay tuned, I'm going to show you exactly how we're fishing them. The key to this rip jigging is making small casts. I cast only about 20 feet, always straight in front of the boat. That way I'm not dragging my lure when I'm fishing it. The snap is probably the most important part with this technique. If it's not snapping out from the weeds properly, you're not going to get the bites and you're going to get snagged up with a lot of weeds. So it's really important that you use all your wrist. My arm stays at this angle and I reel down. It's just a quick snap with the wrist. If you're using your arm all day, you're going to get tired. You're going to get sore arms. So it's just a quick little snap with the wrist. So the lure really darts right up. It's really important to have a little bit of slack. Sometimes I'll dip you might notice I dip my rod down a bit before I snap it. That's to give it a really good quick snap. A little dip and then snap. Oh, one just picked me up there. There we go. Oh, geez, I don't know what this is. It's pretty big, though. Oh, feels like a good walleye. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good fish. Oh, a nice, healthy weed line walleye. There we go. Always net your fish head first. There we go. Look at that. That's a solid 3 pound, maybe 4 pound walleye. Whew. Love it. Let's see here. Beautiful Kawartha Lakes walleye on the bucktail jig. That goes to show you, it pays off big time. Look at the chompers on that guy right down his mouth there. Nice. Alright, well I'm going to let him go. Someone else can catch him later. There he goes, right back to the bottom where he came from. I try to grab him by the belly there because with those teeth you don't want to risk him getting bitten. So a lot of times you hold the walleye on the belly. That's the way to do it. Perfect example of some excellent bucktail action for walleye on a hot, sunny June day. Yeah, a little walleye on here. Okay, now this walleye here hit really, really light. I could barely feel him. So I have really sensitive equipment, which made it so I could feel the tap, tap, tap. Nice walleye there. Oh. Beautiful walleye, wants to go back in water. I have really sensitive equipment that made it possible for me to feel that. Walleye are known for biting light. Sometimes I hammer it, but like that guy, he bit really light. So this is an IM8 graphite rod. The most sensitive rod you can get. It's got a nice backbone to it, but also a nice soft tip. That soft tip absorbs the shock when you're snapping it, but the backbone gives it enough backbone to get through those weeds and really drive that hook into the fish. Also, and this is a 16 ball bearing reel with the smoothest drag system on the market. When you're using light line, or I am using light line right now, you need that smooth drag system or else you're going to break fish off, you're going to lose fish. This is the smoothest reel you can get out there, matched with an IM8 graphite rod. Really gives you the most sensitivity you can possibly have. You can literally feel bites with this when your line is completely slack. This is Ultramax line, IM8 graphite rod. I feel every little tap down there, and it really puts the odds in your favor to catch these finicky walleye. When you're looking to buy your own bucktail, there's something that you really want to think about when you're buying them, and that's what makes the ones I'm using today work so well in the weeds. And that's how the eye is right near the front of the bait. Many grubs and ball head jigs have the eye back here, which allows a lot of weeds to get caught in that front part. Having this eye right on the nose like that, you see it's streamlined right on the nose, the eye's right there, that's what allows the weeds to kind of just go right through it, and it cuts off a lot of the weeds, makes the fish a lot more weedless. Yeah, the spot I'm fishing here is pretty easy to find on any lake. I'm in the Kawarthas, but any lake really in Ontario has spots like this. It's a really long weed line. It's in 12 feet of water. It comes up to about 10, and the weed line's right on that transition where it comes up to 10 feet. So all I'm doing is I'm staying on the outside of it. Using my fish finder is really important. I watch my fish finder. I'm staying on the outside of this weed bed, dropping my bucktail down it, and just popping it, ripping it off the bottom, ripping it through the weeds. And I'm just working really slowly along this weed line. It's a hot day. The fish aren't going to chase down a crankbait or anything like that, so you got to put it in front of their face. It's the exact same weed line, but it seems to be spots within a spot. I physically can't see anything about that weed line that makes it better than anywhere else, but there must be, because there's more fish in that little small 20-foot area. There's one right there. That's what I'm talking about it. Oh, that's a nice walleye too. I just ripped up and he was on there. You can't miss these fish on the hook set. That's a nice walleye. Perfect. Oh, aggressive fish. Clean, aggressive fish. Normally I'd use a net, but I'm by myself, so I'm just gonna grab him the gill plate there. The proof is in the pudding, people. That is a beautiful, beautiful walleye on the weed line, 12 feet of water. Great fish. I just couldn't ask for a better day right now. And if you guys think you can't catch fish on a sunny day, this should prove that you can. I'll let him go right back in there.